Good afternoon. I think we're live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to the two people already watching. I think one of them is me. Number two, welcome to you in the chat. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a lot more today because we're gonna have a big announcement in today's stream, and also, if I scheduled everything correctly, there should actually go out a newsletter in probably actually it's scheduled exactly for this time. Usually it goes out a few minutes later. I'm sure we're gonna see it in the stats if the stats go up. Also, I once again messed up with the streaming schedule because I think I scheduled it for 5 p.m. my time, but actually I wanted to have it at 3 p.m. my time, like we always have the Thursday stream. 12 people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good, whatever. So I'm sorry I messed up the timing. Glad that those of you who know are already in here, because you know Thursday, 3 p.m. GMT +1, whatever that might be. I think East Coast it's about 9 a.m. West Coast it's probably 6 a.m. So if you're tuning in from the West Coast, good morning. I guess my brother is waking up in about 4 hours on the West Coast. Hey Ian, hey Patrick, hey Raul, hey Anderson. Grab a nice cup of coffee because we're gonna have an epic announcement today. Hey, from Texas. Yeah, Texas, it's probably somewhere morning time, like 10 o'clock or so. But we usually also have people from the other end of the world tuning in, which will likely be evening time in India. Evening time in India, Australia, we think already heading for midnight, kinda. Japan, I don't know if Brett is here. Brett, are you here? I don't think you are, right? You're still on your way back home, right? Brett, you're not here with me. India, 7:30. I get better with those times. Like, I work better with times than JavaScript does. Oh yeah, Brazil, Anderson. Good morning, Brazil. I guess that's it. Good morning to Brazil. Thanks, Croatia, Argentina. I love it. I always love it when new people join the Ionic Academy and I look up their information for the welcome message and I completely don't know that country. Like, I think we just have, how many countries do we have? Like 190, 180, something like that. Still, I sometimes don't know the countries. So that's really funny. By the way, did some of you... Oh, I can't change it in here, right? I don't want to mess up my camera. I got the most epic sweater today. My wife got me this. Don't want to do any kind of marketing, but watch The Mandalorian. It's epic. It's epic. Nepal, 7 p.m. I guess. 7 p.m. in Nepal. Oh, good morning, Chuck. Good morning, sunshine sweetheart. How are you doing? How's the weather in Florida? It's epic, right? We have about 0 degrees, which is freezing cold. So I've been running earlier this morning. I told you on Instagram. I had a torn muscle right here since about 3 weeks. So instead of doing the usual weightlifting, I had to do Apple Fitness and got back into running. So it's like completely dark until 8:30 a.m. Today was also rain and cold, so perfect conditions for a run. Yes! Woohoo! First one to notice. 50k subs. Apparently, yes, this is epic. It would have been the perfect timing to hit the 50k subs exactly in this stream. I wanted to show a live timer. But anyway, I'm still super excited because we're gonna reveal my new project today. But thank you first of all for being part of those 50k subs. If one of you in the chat here is not yet subscribed, definitely make sure you do it right now. On top of that, yes, my email just went out. So I think a few people gonna there it is, man of the hour, Brett, welcome. So we got someone from Japan in here as well now. Brett is very special, if you see him in the chat, because Brett has been working with me on the project that I'm going to reveal today. So although we haven't finished the last things yet, it's still an epic project. And if you're subscribed to my list, you probably got an email about a minute ago. Greetings from Düsseldorf, Henning. I will answer your email tomorrow or later. I don't know, maybe. So, plan for today. Number 1, have a little chat. Number 2, talk about my new project. And number 3, probably also do the state of JS survey. I had this open for quite some time, and I think it kind of fits the stream because we're talking about JavaScript and stuff, so it should be good for today. Do we want to get into the project that we've all been waiting for? Yes. Let me tell you a quick backstory. So I talked about this project as the Banana project for quite some time. And we've been working behind the scenes on the design, the UI, the branding. A few weeks or like 1 month ago, we also started the coding. So I do have another developer on board who's helping me with the platform. And all of this came from the general idea that I want to do more than just Ionic Angular. So I got a little bit of backlash here on YouTube and probably also by email about the different things I'm currently doing, like React content and Flutter content and other sort of things. However, this is just what I like. So for the last 6 years, I only did Ionic Angular, and I always wanted to do something besides it. I want to try out different new technologies and frameworks, and after thinking about my future approach and what I want, I came up with the idea for another new platform in which I can host all of that content, because Flutter content, SvelteKit, Astro, whatever it might be, doesn't really fit into the Ionic Academy. So I had to come up with something else, because the Ionic Academy is and will stay the Ionic Academy. It will be focused on Ionic. Yes, there might be React and Angular, and there might also be Vue at some point. However, I just need another way to share these things, because if I just share them here, it doesn't really make sense in general business terms. Like, I still need to pay my bills and provide for my family. So talking about Astro while I only run the Ionic Academy and sell Ionic books, it's just, that doesn't really help. So I had this huge gigantic plan for a new platform, and I knew I didn't want to use WordPress again. And I want to have full control over this platform. So I came up with the idea of developing this new platform on my own. And real quickly, I recognized that I need great designs. I want to have this should be a great platform. This should look epic. I want this to be like the best work I've done so far. So I teamed up with Brett. You've seen him in the chat, Brett Perry from Japan. Awesome designer. If you need any kind of designs, Brett is your man in the next years. Unless he will be hired in my company at some point. So he could really be like the chief branding officer at some point. So we've been working on this, and I think it's finally time to show you what you probably all have already seen in the email that went live. So I don't have anything for a drum roll. So still 50k subs on YouTube, no drum roll, no good thing. Da 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 da. Here we go, revealing Galaxies.dev. This is the new domain and the new platform we've been working on for quite some time. No, you won't notice all of that effort now, because there's only the coming soon page. However, on that page, you can already sign up, get on the list, and does it show on the stream? Like if you hover on the get on the rocket thing? Yes. This is just one of the special things, and this sets the bar for the rest of the project and what you can expect from this project. Galaxies.dev, your star map to the web and mobile dev universe. Web and mobile dev is each library like a planet with its own small packages. So we came up with this analogy of all the frameworks and stuff being different planets and being surrounded by their packages like router, HTTP, or whatever it might be. And we completely opted into this idea of galaxy, universe, stars. I like Star Wars, so that's also what I'm wearing today. And this is the result. So right now, you can already go there. You can get on the email list. In fact, let me check. Oh, yeah. Wow. in the 10 minutes that I revealed it, more than 20 people already joined the list. 25, in fact. That was kind of fast. I didn't expect this, since there's not really anything in here. So this platform will be one of my main focuses in the next year and hopefully in the next time. So I've come to a point where this, like, there will be some kind of financial stuff like a pro membership or something. However, at this point right now, I'm spending a lot of money on the UI, on the coding, and in general on the time investment without anything behind it, because this is just what I want to do. I want to talk about Ionic. I want to talk about Flutter. I want to talk about React. And I've created a few tutorials. I'm going to show you a bit about the real UI that we already developed in a second. And I'm just like so fired up about this. This project is bringing me so much joy. Like, I haven't had this kind of fun creating content in like the last 5 years. Yes, I always kind of enjoyed the videos and the tutorials, but writing was never really. So the whole inside experience of this will be hopefully really amazing. So let me first of all, after the excitement kicks in, get a bit of copy and check the chat. So, love from India, keep it up. Love from Germany, Akash. Chuck, sweet, yay! I hope you like it. Sweet, will we look into Ionic and Next? Yes. By the way, that's funny. The Next.js post on my blog is actually one of the most viewed pages currently. So people are really looking a lot into Next.js with Ionic or Capacitor. Rocket Lounge, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of rockets in here. Looking forward to seeing the code and what you're using for the entire stack. Oh yeah, that's a good point that we can talk about. Looks beautiful, thanks, and thanks to Brett. Great stuff, that's what it's about, joy and paying the bills. Yes, exactly, really, right now I wanna enjoy doing this, and I hope the financial aspect just follows based on my excitement and how I create this. This is a hope, this is a bet on the future. I'm spending, as I said, quite a bit of money on this project, which I've never done before. So we're gonna see how this plays out. Do we want to take a look at the inside area? Of course we want. So here is raw footage of the inside area to be defined. All right. We probably need to zoom into this a bit as well. So while there are tons of technologies, there's like not all of that is available. However, I started creating already some kind of content, which will be not really in the form of a blog, but more in the form of an archive with a lot of icons, so you can easily select exactly the content you want to see. So you want to see Flutter, or you want to see just Angular or React, and then you can easily filter that stuff. On top of that, one of the coolest things that William actually did this week up here, he actually added that I can trigger this search from everywhere. So just pressing Command K will trigger the search, and I can search for Flutter, and I get the results in here, including all of the technologies. Joe Philip, yes, we'll talk about the technology behind this, but yes, it's gonna be svelte. So this is going to be the main view for filtering all the learning content. We're going to have quick wins, tutorials, and courses, both pro and free material. Right now I'm actually creating a lot of free material for the page. And the idea is also that this is not the only face you're going to see on this page. The idea is really that a lot of other creators will get on board with this. So I'm going to try and partner with other course creators to provide courses to Galaxies.dev. So it's not just me, because I do understand quite a few things, but I'm not a GraphQL expert, I'm not a Remix expert yet, but there are other people who could probably teach this a lot better. So I'm gonna try and bring them on board to the Galaxies team, or like at least as a course creator for such things. Now, one thing I'm super fired up about is the experience of a tutorial. The courses as well, but let's see, which tutorial we're gonna check out? Maybe this one. I did this just recently. So besides all the epic stars and the UI, we have this epic table of content, which is sticky on the side and updates while I scroll. I like this animation so much. I'm sometimes just scrolling through this. We have full control over everything that we do. So these posts are markdown. However, we already created a few components like this. So it's not just plain markdown. We have our own code component where we got a copy icon up here, so you can easily copy the code. You don't have to do this and then you miss out some code, or you don't know which file it is because the file name is actually also up here. You can quickly jump around in the tutorial and updates, and creating this kind of content in the most detailed way, it is just so much fun for me right now, and I hope to release a lot of this in the next time. And again, also, we're gonna talk about Flutter and those kind of things. On top of that, there will be an interesting flow how you as a developer can access those resources. So you can create a free account for Galaxies. That's the plan. And with that free account, you will be able to access stuff like a GitHub repository, just like this. So this is right now a private repository. However, I came up with a nice little flow to automatically invite people to my GitHub organization and to a member team. So you can then access the code of a tutorial. You could create issues or pull requests. No, that's not the page. And then you would get access to it. Brett says, show them the sign up modal. Yeah, the modal is also fancy. Not 100% finished because this is still fictional. We don't know exactly how the pro mode looks like, and we don't have 30+ courses. However, that's going to be the sign up experience, and you will be able to sign up with GitHub as well. This was really important to me because most developers do have GitHub, and I do want to provide that option next to email and password. Well, sign in. Oh yeah, that is this. Oh, so many things already working. My initial plan was to reveal it like in the full mode end of next year. Then I thought, well, maybe let's just launch with the free stuff earlier that year. And right now, with the progress we made, I actually think we're aiming for a release of the free version in January already. I think William is making great progress. I will have a lot more time over the next weeks, over the holiday season to make progress. But honestly, a lot of this already working. Like, yeah, this page is not yet finished. We gotta do some more fancy stuff with the gradients here. However, the filtering stuff here already seems to work. We do have the search in place. The stuff here looks already pretty dope. Now, the only thing that's missing is a forum. And we're actually actively working on that. So I want to include a community for you as well. Every signed up member should be able to post something, no matter if you have a free account or a paid account. So it will be like a question board kind of thing. But I think William is already working on this. I've seen something working already. So that's why I think end of January is actually realistic. Probably even earlier. I don't know. We gonna see. Let me check because I'm really excited because I sent out the email. Yeah, 40 people already joined. That's cool. That's so cool. I was hoping to get like good feedback in general. It's kind of different from the launches I did before because right now you can't buy anything. So it's not really about how much money I make today. I'm just interested and curious to see what you think about the project. So let me know in the chat. Put up a little fire if you like it. Put in something else if you don't like it. But yeah, that is Galaxies.dev, and I'm so happy that right now I don't have to say banana anymore because I really don't like saying banana anymore. It's now Galaxies.dev, and I can say this in my videos and post it below the videos. Looks good, but I would rework a bit the design. Yeah, it is not yet finished. Definitely, we do have some issues with the gradients. Once this is the finished version, there are lots of inconsistent elements. Brett, hear this. I don't know where where you think there are a lot of inconsistent elements, but I'm gonna definitely check this. Henning already spreading the word, looks very promising. Thank you, very nice. And the shadows should be reworked. Yeah, on the current coming soon page, there's actually a little issue with the SVGs. We're currently fixing this. Andrew says too many drop shadows. You refer to the inside area you've seen, right? Probably not the coming soon page, because I think on the coming soon page, there are not a lot of drop shadows, just this rocket thing. Thank you, Guillaume. Thank you, everyone. We also want to talk about the technology, that's right. So let's see. Let me make this bit bigger. In which branch? Okay, I'm in the right branch. I'm gonna actually do it a bit like this. Maybe I could do this side by side. Will this look cool? Oh, it actually works. Nice. Just keeping this up out here. Technology. Technology used is SvelteKit. Why? Why did I use SvelteKit? Good question. The first version I started with Next.js. No, it's not Node.js and Svelte. First version I started with Next.js because Next.js is pretty great for such things with server-side rendering and static content, and SEO stuff. However, at that time SvelteKit was already also around, and I kind of liked the approach of Svelte after trying it. It was, and I think it still is in beta, but I wanted to give it a try. I gave it a try. I built the Devdectic blog with SvelteKit, so that was my first try, and after that I was kind of sold on it. So this is all SvelteKit. What do we got? Like a default page. Yeah. It is just standard SvelteKit. Nothing too special, but William did a good job so far. Next to SvelteKit, I'm using Markdown files. Especially I'm using MDX files. So within those MDX files, we now have fenced code blocks for the code snippet. Ooh, I don't want to mess this up. So we have our own Svelte component. That's pretty cool about MDX. So within MDX, you can actually import your own Svelte or whatever components or React components, and then use them like this one. What's this? MDX code download. And then you just have a standard Svelte component in here again, and then you can use this in MDX. And this is gonna give me the possibility to have like more interactive tutorials and courses in the future. Right now, it's just like code download and code snippets. However, I've already seen for Flutter, you could even include a Dart pad, which runs the code. I could probably also include stack bullets if I wanted to for some examples, so that would work as well. Overall, it just gives me a lot of flexibility to use MDX files for everything in here. So we got all of that. We got a lot of routing. Actually, in fact, I forgot to show you one more thing. And that's the course view. So let's quickly go back to that. So this was the inside area. There's a dummy course. Yeah. Is there another course? Yeah, we just have some random issues, some random lessons. This is in general how it will look like. We're gonna have a course player with all the stuff here, a big video, some text and information below. There's also a bit more missing at the top in terms of like general information. You will have all the bookmarking stuff. You're gonna have the option to directly create a forum post or an issue. So all of this is in general figured out, which makes me kind of confident that we're gonna release this anytime soon. Oh no, for the introduction, I actually wanted to do something else. I wanted to do this for the introduction. So this just came in like yesterday evening. I don't know if this actually has sound. I don't think so, but we're gonna take a first look at what might become my new YouTube channel intro for future tutorials. Da-da. it's not gonna be it's not the finished version. I should actually started like the announcement with this. This was my plan, but I was so
super excited
that I forgot about it. Classic Simon. Also, it's not the 100% finished version. We're working on a more Endor-like version, I would say, right, Brett? To make that even better, but it's already pretty close there, and I love it. Jean-Philippe, a Svelte course? Yes, that's the cool thing. There will definitely be a Svelte course in here. There will also be an Astro course or a Next course, and I can confidently do this, and I'm not scaring people away who are only into Ionic, because this is really a page for web and mobile devs who want to check out the latest technologies, want to build cool stuff with it, are open to this. So if you're still into Ionic Angular, that's cool, and I will still provide content for that. Especially inside the Ionic Academy, and on YouTube there are like 5 years of Ionic Angular content on my channel, so it's not like there are big changes lately. But I still will do create content with Ionic Angular, but there will also be a big part of different other content in the future. Now we were inside the project. I wasn't finished with explaining the project because next to SvelteKit, there's also a database, and that is Supabase. Yeah, I'm using really fancy tech stack today. What did Jeff Delaney call it? The fuck it stack? No, that was Firebase in SvelteKit. Yeah, I then said to him, okay, my stack is the suck it stack because I'm using Supabase and SvelteKit. And I think this is actually a pretty nice stack. So I got a SQL database in the cloud pretty much with Supabase. I got all the cool functionalities from Supabase. If you don't know Supabase, I think I probably have shown Supabase a few times, and we've worked with Supabase before. It's it's kind of the Firebase, the open source Firebase alternative. I could maybe have also used AppWrite, but I just tried out AppWrite a few weeks ago, so that's why I've been using Supabase, because I've been using Supabase for probably like 2 years already. So I know a bit more about Supabase, and they're adding a lot of cool functionalities lately, edge functions and database, webhooks, trigger, like all kinds of crazy things. So Supabase will be used for the user authentication, catching webhooks from Stripe, and managing the subscriptions of users and that kind of stuff. On top of that, also like tracking user activities, making sure that you can resume your course at the point where you left off. Bookmarks, did I say bookmarks? The community, the posts, everything will be in Supabase. For all of that stuff, we're gonna use Supabase. So SvelteKit with Supabase, and so far I really love that stack. I came up with the initial version of Galaxies, which was just like a pretty basic SvelteKit project, but I created all the integrations with Supabase and trying out the webhooks and using GitHub authentication and trying to load the markdown files and display them in a logic. And William is now basically taking over and building out all of the cool things with real functionality. So again, this is most likely not the finished version. I'm actually right just before we started the stream, I was trying the Midjourney AI to generate an image. I think it didn't really work well for me. I don't know if I can find my the thing I created. I told Midjourney AI to generate, like, I don't know, planets in the starting rocket. I've seen people get really great results with Midjourney. However, I haven't been that lucky yet. Where's my result? It could actually at least show up. Oh, come on. How do I find this? I hate Discord, really. I don't like Discord at all. Like, scrolling through this and seeing all the great pictures. How do I, like, I know that I created something inside the newbie 4, but where do I find my message? Like, is this my message? No. This? No. No idea. Oh, I can probably find it if I go to my Midjourney account. On the Midjourney account, maybe it's created in there. Oh, come on, I was already signed in. Yeah, thanks. Come on, I was already inside. Go to gallery. Okay. Well, not too bad. That's what was created lately by Midjourney. Can I see the original? I said something like 4K Epic Planet, blah blah. Can I open the original? This looks like a really small version, but it's actually not bad. It's not that bad. That one at the bottom, I want to see this a bit bigger. It was a variation version. Yeah, that was the parent that was initially generated. I think AI is fascinating. I don't know why, but this is so crazy what it generates for me. What was the question? Seems like Node.js.svelte. No, SvelteKit and Superbase. I've been watching YouTube videos for a while now. Thank you for that. Let me know if you need any help with the design. Yes, thank you. I will definitely reach out and talk to Brett as well. Is Svelte Simon? From now on, you're gonna choose Flutter then Ionic? No, I'm not gonna choose. I'm not gonna using just Flutter. I just created an Ionic app as well, and I will create Ionic content as well. You can do more things than just one. And in my comparison video, I found out that Ionic works great in a lot of cases. If you would just want to do something quickly, if you want to do for all platforms, for web and mobile, and you can do a lot of things with Ionic. But with Flutter, you might have something that is a tiny bit feels more native because of all the great widgets they have. The widgets, let's be honest, the Flutter widgets, they really look good. But it's a different kind of coding. And also, the web output is unusable. So I do like Flutter, and I work with Flutter now on a project with a friend, just for fun to learn it. And same for Svelte. And I also like, just because I picked SvelteKit for Galaxies, I still like Next.js actually, and I'm going to do more with Next.js, and I'm going to do a course about Astro as well. So it's going to be a mix, and it's not like I can't even say this. You could never. Nobody could say this is completely the best. I know some people have a very hard opinion on YouTube. They say like React Native is the best and everything else is trash, and it's just not true. React Native is definitely not the best. It is the best in certain situations, but those people are not saying that. So and I really appreciate, yes. So don't worry if you're from the Ionic Academy or a member of the Ionic Academy. I won't forget you, won't abandon you. You actually won't really notice a difference. There will still be monthly new courses, new content in the Academy. I'm still going to answer the questions. I'm still going to answer or welcome new members. It's just that I feel like I can take on a different project. I declined all consulting gigs and offers this year to focus 100%, like 100% of the remaining time next to the Academy on Galaxies. And this is what I will be doing moving forward. Why don't you use React or Angular? I do. Oh, you mean for the page? For the Galaxies page, Prakash, right? Because I use React and Angular every now and then. Meanwhile, hey bro, has iOS Ionic Xcode issues been... I haven't encountered any Xcode issues with Ionic. It's new to me. Never heard about that. Okay, what I want to say. Oh yeah, why did I not use Angular React? For Angular, the answer is simple. There's no good framework that provides server-side rendering. Angular Universal feels like a pain in the backside. For React, I would have used Next.js because I think React is good for SPAs. But if you really want to build a platform like this, you would use something like Next.js, like a real framework. However, then there was the situation next or the SvelteKit, and I just opted into the fancy thing SvelteKit because I enjoyed Svelte a bit more, and I felt like I want to learn more Svelte than React at that moment. Then Astro came around. I thought about using Astro for a moment, but then I thought, it's not really made for things with user authentication and logged in area. It's more for like static pages, blogs, or documentation stuff. So that's why I didn't use Astro. Okay, we've talked a lot about Galaxies so far. I think I said everything. I explained the technology. Check it out. I'm just gonna put this into the chat, check out Galaxies, and pinning it for everyone coming in the future here. And thanks to the almost 70 people that already signed up for that new email list. So awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for sticking with me and joining me on this exciting new journey. Right now, 20 people on the page. Come on, there's nothing you can do on that page. It's just the landing page. Crazy. Thanks also that nobody shared the page on Instagram and marked me. So nice of you. I actually do have a Galaxies account. Oh, we got 2 followers on the Galaxies page. I'm gonna tweet something later. Thank you, Danny Redfern. Awesome. Some people you just know they're following you wherever you go. And thank you, Bonifacius. I think I haven't seen you. I have seen you before, right? So thank you too for already following. You can find the profile everywhere. Galaxies_dev on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. I am everywhere. There's no real content yet, but there will be pretty soon, because now I can finally openly talk about this and create content. Cut. Now we go into funny stuff together. If you want to join me, you can do that. I'm gonna take the State of JavaScript 2022 survey. I already signed up for an account. It's always funny to see what I don't know, and I'm interested and curious to see what score we will get together. Let's make this a bit bigger so none of you can complain. That's maybe a bit too much. That should be okay. New sub here, started to work on Ionic for a job project, found your videos looking for tutorials. Welcome to the channel, JPG. You're an image of a developer. Language, state of JavaScript. The vocabulary, do you need the link? Just Google state of JS and you're gonna find this. As every year, we're gonna do this. Welcome, this is first all about figuring out which features of the JavaScript language you know about. And if you know about something but haven't yet used it, that's fine too. I usually fail miserably on stuff like this. Proxies. Yeah, heard about know what it is but haven't used it. Promise all settled. Yes, know what it is but haven't used it, but it's actually good. Dynamic import. Yes, know what it is but haven't used it. Oh, my friend, nullish coalescing. I actually used it. That's pretty good. Private field. Holy moly. Class with private field. How does this work? In fact, never heard of it. Not sure what it is or not used it. Numeric separators. It's always like I've probably used this, but I don't know exactly what it is. I'm gonna use never. We got string prototype replace all. I think I know it, but I haven't used it so far. Just using one underscores. Yeah, I definitely haven't used that as a numeric separator. Spring prototype match all. Replace all, match all. I think I've seen or read about them, but I never used them. Local assignment, const a duration. What is this operator? A duration expected output 50. A title is empty. A dot title expect. What is this? Logical assignment. How does it work? A dot duration equals 10, output 50. I don't even know what's going on in the background. Why is it 50? And this sets the title. It's like a shortcut logical operator that also assigns. Okay. Very interesting. And this title field is empty, so it's either the empty title or title is empty, and that's because that it looks. Okay. Yeah, never heard about it, never used it. Promise.any. Did I use it? I don't think. Do I actually know what it does? I'm curious. Promise.any. Oh yeah, when any of them is finished, right? Return when any of the yeah, that's what it says, right? Yeah. Okay, array prototype add. Yeah, I think I've seen this before. Top level await. Yes, I think I've used this. Temporal. No. Oh, come on, we're gonna have to research so many things. Temporal JS. What is this? Oh, this is always bad if you don't even find a result for what temporal means. Can someone enlighten me what temporal 2022 means? I'm not sure how it handles empty string. Yeah, but this is temporal. Never heard about this. Array find last. That's interesting. Array 1 find last element. The last element that's greater than 45. That is cool. Never heard about this. I should certainly take Simon's new JavaScript course. Hope he covers some of this. Error prototype cause. Connect to database, catch new error, connecting cause. This is funny. It actually reads nice. I haven't heard about that one. What does it exactly use? The cause property indicates the specific original cause of use when catching and rethrowing an error with a more specific or useful error message. Interesting. Why is everything marked on this page? It's crazy. Object has own. Object has own prop. I don't think I used it or seen it before. Match in these. Temporal isn't a replacement of datetime like moment.js. Interesting. String regex. No, definitely not. So, for the JavaScript part, I think I already failed miserably. 100%, I guess 100% means I finished 100%. Or that I heard about. No, it ain't. Browser API server workers. Yes, we've definitely used service workers. Intel, I think I've used it. Yes, WebGL. I don't think I used it. I can't remember. Web animations. I don't think I've used it. I'm so much looking forward to the web page transitions when you can transition stuff on a page. I think there's now also a modal. Web RTC, yeah. It's been on my list to create an Ionic tutorial around this for like forever. Maybe we're gonna do this with Supabase. Like Supabase as a server for Web RTC. Could be really interesting for like a video conference stuff. Maybe. Speech API, yes, used it. WebSockets, I think I've used them. Custom elements, used them. Shadow DOM, welcome. Ionic, page visibility API. No, don't think I ever saw this. Broadcast channel API, not that I know of. Geolocation, yeah, I think. File system, I used it as well with Capacitor, I think. WebShare, it's kind of shitty at this point, the WebShare API. I haven't found a really good use of it. I don't know what WebXR device API is. Come on. This question, it is so long. It's gonna take us 2 weeks probably. Progressive web apps, yes, we've used them. WebAssembly, yeah, I've seen it, but I think I actually used it lately. Where I created a new course for the Academy, in which I'm using SQLite, and there's actually a way to use SQLite in the browser with Weather. That's pretty cool. Front-end frameworks. The next couple of sections focus on libraries and frameworks that make up the JavaScript ecosystem. Let us know what you're excited about. I'm excited about everything, you know.
Super excited.
React, yeah. Okay, used it, would... Yeah, used it, would use it again. Vue.js. Used it. Yeah, if I had the time, I would use it again. By the way, anyone interested in more Vue content here? I haven't, like, there's always talking Angular and React, and I think Vue is also kind of big, but I haven't really gotten into Vue a lot yet. So leave a thumbs up in the chat if you want to see more Vue content. Angular, yes, thank you for the clarification. Used it, would use again. Preact, I actually never used it. I'm also not really interested because I'm fine with React. Question, by the way, would Supabase work for the WebRTC turn server? I don't know, but I've seen a tutorial with Firebase where Firebase is used as the server for WebRTC. So I feel like it should work with Supabase as well. Gonna talk to them. Maybe they're interested in sponsoring some WebRTC content. Are you going to make an Angular tutorial, Jason? Yeah, I'm definitely going to make more Angular tutorials. Is there a specific topic you would like to see? Let me know. Ember. Oh, I think I never used it. I'm also kind of not interested. Swelter, yes, used it, would use again. 100% recommended. Alpine, heard of it, but yeah, at this point I'm really not interested. Lit, used it and would use again. It's actually nice. It's comparable to Stencil, and it's cool. Just covering the Angular base. You mean like an Angular getting started or an Ionic Angular getting started? Just let me know what you would like to know, because I'm always interested and curious to hear what people are really interested in terms of content. Just Angular basics, Angular for the web, Ionic Angular, Angular with Material UI, Angular with Tailwind. I can do everything. Okay, Solid. I heard of it, but yeah, not interested. Quick, yeah. Heard of it and would like to learn. Definitely gonna spend some time with Quick in the future. Stencil, yes, used it and would use it again. I love the developer experience of Stencil. Other options you use for the current section not mentioned. Can I use something like capacitor? Yeah, I knew it. Other options, what about Astro? Yeah. Is there anything else I've been using? Yeah, like Next.js. Why is Next.js not in there? Well, let's keep it at capacitor and Astro. On a scale of 1 very unhappy to 5, how happy are you with the current overall state of things? I am happy, and I can tell you when I would be very happy. I'm very happy when we finally have a really great full stack JavaScript framework like Ruby on Rails. Laravel in the PHP community is great. Ruby on Rails is great. I know we have Meteor and stuff like that, but I feel like we could really have some real deal. Then I would be very happy. And if we all kind of agree that is the best, then just use that. Okay, Jason, Angular getting started for the web. I hear you. Gonna add this to my list right after the stream. It has those, I think, the next section. Okay. Yeah, okay, yes. Next.js used it, would use again. Next, yeah, I don't know. I can't do everything. Gatsby. I used Gatsby for like half an hour 2 years ago. Does it count of? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say I wouldn't use it again. I'm just not interested. Remix, yes, I would like to learn a bit more about it. Yeah. Astro, oh, I love it. I'm actually using it for a side project. 11T, I can actually recommend this. 11T is pretty great as well. Nothing against 11T, really great. SvelteKit, ooh, I can't give this more hearts. Yeah, Dociosaurus, I heard of it, but I'm not really interested right now. Do you have to put in capacitor again now? Or did I say, do we already have capacitor? It probably comes later. Overall happiness, what is the section name, by the way? Rendering frame, focused on rendering and serving. Yeah, again, I'm happy, but I think there could be more. Testing, I can pretty much say no to everything. I don't test anyway. I did use, I think I used Mocha in the past, but I didn't like it. Yeah, Storybook is actually something I would like to pick up. Cypress was great. I used it. No idea what this is. Jasmine, yeah, used it, and well, I'd rather not do it again. Puppeteer used it, and yeah, it's okay. Testing library, I don't know. Like, isn't this the overall category? I heard good things about Playwright, so I'd definitely like to learn more. WebDriver IO, I think I never heard about that. Vitest, heard of it and interested. Yeah. Selenium, used it in the past. I don't want to use it again. Test Cafe, never heard about it. I'm neutral because I really like testing is not my category. Mobile and desktop. Electron. Yes, used it. What use again? React Native. Yeah, I would use it again. It's okay. Native apps. Yeah. Cordova. Cordova. Would not use again. Please use capacitor. For God's sake. Stop using Cordova. I don't like it at all anymore. Ionic, yes, used it. It's gonna be interesting how Ionic is gonna look like at the end. Capacitor, yes, of course, great as well. No, I haven't used it, I'm sorry. Yeah, I would like to learn at some point. Expo, to be honest, I used it and would not use it again. Expo, it's been interesting to bootstrap your React Native application, but after that, it's been pretty bad, and I can do this on my own. Quasar, yeah. So people in the live chat, Quasar, have you used it? What is it? What can it do? And do I need to check it out? I feel like I should learn it or at least take a look at it. That's like a perfect thing for Galaxies, by the way. I see so many people putting up a Twitter comment or YouTube like, oh, you should do the same with Quasar. And I'm like, what is this actually? Also Tori, I've heard about it and probably would like to learn it. Same for NativeScript, but this is actually way further at the top of the list. Overall happiness, yeah, I'm happy. There's room for improvement. Build tools, Webpack, yeah, used it and I won't use it again if I have to. Parcel, I think, yeah. Did I use it? Is it used with all those bundles? I hate these tools in the background. I just want to build cool stuff. Gulp, yeah, was cool back then, but would not use again. Rollup, come on, I don't. Browserify, yeah, used it, would not use again. Thanks for subscribing, Veronica. TSC, CLI, yeah, used it, would use again. Have to roam. Heard of it, yeah, would like to use it. It's probably faster. Snowpack. Honestly, like all those things, I don't really care about it anymore. This is Vite. No, Vite, actually the only thing I'm really interested into. WMR. TurboPeg, yeah. I would like to check it out in next year and see how it compares to Vite, but I'm kind of neutral to all those build tools. I just want to really build applications and don't talk for hours about that stuff. Okay, we arrived at monorepo tools. I'm pretty horrible at monorepos, so I'm probably gonna turbo repo. Yeah, I heard of it. Yarn workspaces, no. Yelk. Learner, yeah, heard of it, but not interested. NPM. I kind of not a huge fan of NPM anymore. PNPM, NX, yeah, I'm not unhappy. I just don't care. Other tools. Which libraries do you regularly use? Underscore jQuery RxJS. Nope. Other libraries. Do I use any other library regularly? Like, I don't know, the Supabase library. I don't want to put in Supabase here. That's date management libraries that will have. Yeah, I've used Moment and Date FNS. Nope. Data visualization. I think I've used D3. Chart.js. I think I also use high charts at some point. Graphics. I think I used 3JS and Anime.js. Lottie. I haven't used GreenSock. I used FrameMotion a bit with the latest tutorial. That was actually quite epic. Data fetching, Axios. That's it. Backend frameworks for generating APIs. Express, Nest, Stripey. Show more. What do we got as well? Oh, I use Sales. I think that was like my first backend. Blitz, yeah, Blitz is interesting as well. Green sock is GSAP, I think. Yeah, I think it is, indeed. Utilities. Which utilities do you regularly use? I use N to change my environment, but nothing besides that. I use the browser Node.js. I use Bun. I use service workers. JavaScript Edge serverless runtimes. I use Netlify Edge functions. I use Google Cloud Functions. I use Supabase. Doesn't count really, right? I use something else. There was something else. What is it called? Railway? Well, let's keep it like that. JavaScript flavors. TypeScript. Yes. Nope. Nothing else. Nope. Non-JavaScript languages. That's interesting. I used a bit of Python. I used a bit of Swift lately. I'm using Dart right now. Yeah, Bash of course. Nah, not too many lately. Could be more. Maybe it's gonna be more next year. Oh, when are we finished? How do you divide your time between writing JavaScript and TypeScript? 100% TypeScript. What context do you primarily use JavaScript? Professionally. What do you use JavaScript for? Front end, back end, desktop apps, mobile apps, game development, kinda. Industry, news, programming, gaming, maybe, education. Such a strange questionary. Application. Which of the following architecture and rendering patterns have you used in last year? NSPA. I've used Astro with a multi-page application. I've used static site generation. I've used server-side rendering. I've used partial hydration with Astro. I don't know if I use progressive hydration. I used the island architecture. Yeah, progressive enhancement. I haven't used that, I think. Incremental streaming, resumability. Is quick? I think, yeah, I was thinking the same. What's your name? Ipgip.space. Is quick progressive hydration? Yeah, I do think so. That quick is progressive hydration. Okay, opinions. I don't have strong opinions. JavaScript is moving in the right direction. Well, TypeScript is moving in the right direction, so I kind of agree. I don't know if this is meant for JavaScript or TypeScript. Actually, like, is this about the whole ecosystem or the language? Building JavaScript apps is overly complex right now. I kind of agree to that. Just look at your NPM folder and explain this to a newbie. Why? Like, setting up a Flutter Dart application is so quick and so easy, and this JavaScript stuff takes so long. So the JavaScript ecosystem is changing too fast. No, I don't think so. I disagree, because if it's changing fast, we probably get faster to the best result in the end. JavaScript pain points. Pick the top 3 aspects of JavaScript you struggle with. Yeah, date management, number 1. I kind of don't like Redux and the pattern for state management. And probably finding, or managing versions. Yeah, that's a pain. It's a pain. How do you feel? What do you feel is currently missing from JavaScript? A good framework. Yeah, better date management certainly. A new op for passing results of one function to another. A new match keyword for the pattern. Yeah, standard library could help as well. Yeah, I don't know. There are other experts that could tell what's missing. How happy are you with the general state of web technologies? Kind of happy. We're moving nice progress compared to what we had a few years ago. How happy are you with the general state of JavaScript? I'm kind of happy. Okay, resources. Come on, aren't we finished? Oh, I'll get just 2 more. What JavaScript resources do you consult? First, learning methods, videos and screencasts, online courses, podcasts, self-directed learning. And next year we should make a new box here for Galaxies.dev. Can we add this? Can I add this? There needs to be another block in this thing here. So this one should be Galaxies.dev. Oh no, we put it in the wrong thing. This goes beyond this. So next year we're gonna hopefully see this in the report of the State of JS survey, or at least in 2 years, as a learning resource for developers. Oh, I'm gonna mess up the survey if I submit it like this, right? Let's see, video screencasts, online courses, podcasts, and learning, blogs, and oh no, this is the category where I should show up. JavaScript Weekly, the Didactic newsletter needs to be mentioned here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't regularly read them. I just read them when I need to look up something. I check out Stack Overflow. I don't know. Yeah, web.dev. Really, I would love to appear in this. If Brad is still listening, Brad, we need to appear in this, and I know a way how we can appear in there next year. That would be so epic. Video creators, great as you follow on the video platforms, YouTube, yeah. I do follow, where is, yeah, Programming with Mosh, a bit can see dots, Clever Programmer, Ben, WebDev, NetNinja, the Primagene. Oh, come on, where is Jeff Delaney? Where is Fireship? Oh, it was the first option. Of course, it had to be. It had to be. Fireship had to be on this. Other video creators, can I name myself? No, let's not do this. You can name me if you want to. I'm listening to the Syntax podcast and to the All the Code podcast, which is our own podcast. Is it listed here? Probably not. All the Code. I'm gonna submit this. People who read, follow, I just want to highlight for their work. Free-form fields, comma, separated names. Yeah, I think, what's his name? Josh W. Camo. I don't know how to spell this, so I'm gonna put it in here. Josh W. Camo. He's just creating epic content. Well, which other developer surveys do you participate in? I don't know if I took that one. I think I did. Yeah, Stack Overflow. And that's it. David, thanks for adding me. Hope to appear like hashtag gold 2023. How old are you? Secret. Oh, I still fall into that category. I think I'm 33 or 34. 89, 33, I think. Years of experience. How long have you been working in this field in years? Too long. Where's the selection for too long? I think 11 to 20, yeah. Company size. We are a company of 1. Yearly salary. Your yearly salary in US dollar before taxes or after taxes? Let's use this one. That's a very rough statement. And no, it's not more than 200k. Higher, and do you have a higher education? Yeah, I do have. Your country or region? Germany. Gender? Man. Race, ethnicity? I'm like the most. Yeah, I'm not any of that. I am. Yeah, just. Yeah. European. Is there European? No, I don't think that is something. Disability? No, I don't have anything like that. How did you find about this survey? I don't know, Twitter or something. You just know that this is. How could we improve this survey? It's okay, it's good. yes, please email me to my email when this is resolved. And I knew it. So bad, so bad. Share it on Twitter. As always, I failed. Anyway, that was fun. It's always fun to see that you don't know enough. Good reminder that you should keep on learning, which brings us full circle back to Galaxies.dev. If you haven't signed up yet, do it now. Galaxies.dev, my new project, the Banana project. A great place to learn more about JavaScript and frameworks. So next year you get more than just 66% on the State of JS survey. With that being said, my Georgia's friends on the internet, I hope you enjoyed the stream and the announcement of Galaxies.dev. You're gonna see the final version probably in January. Until now, in the first hour, we have already 80 plus email subscribers, which is really, really great. Crazy. Yeah, I just get 60. I'm not the JavaScript guru. I just know my way around like tools and how to build stuff, and like I don't care if the bracket is after on the next line or not, and if we use tabs or spaces, or if you use this or that theme. Like I just want to write cool stuff, and I'm actually gonna sign out for this week now after all the excitement and just build a random Flutter application that has no chance of ever becoming a successful app. But I just want to do something with a friend together and work on this and learn. And sometimes, yeah, learning something new can be just as much fun as something else. So if you want to follow along, Galaxies.dev is the place to check out. You will, if you're on the email list, you will get updates about the next milestones, and hopefully in early January you're gonna see everything revealed, and then you can also already join the version. Thanks for sticking with me in today's stream. I enjoyed it with you. A bit longer, 5 minutes over time, over our power hour. And next week we're gonna talk about, I don't know, something. Maybe I'm gonna spin up some Twitter question or poll. We could do anything. Maybe we just build an Ionic app, or we work on my Flutter app, or I don't know. If you get cool ideas, tweet me something or send me an email, and then we're gonna make it work next week. Until then, it was an honor, and I hope you join me aboard our starship on Galaxies.dev, and catch you next time. So until then, happy coding, Simon.